Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to learn what happens when metals react with the water. Okay. For that one activity is there in your textbook, page number 42, activity 3.10. Here we have to collect samples of some metals and put small pieces of the samples separately in beakers half filled with water. Okay, and you have to observe which metals react with cold water, and did any metal produce fire on water. Does any metal start floating after some time? Put the metals that did not react with cold water, and you have to check how many metals will react with hot water and steam also. Okay, then after that we have to arrange the metals in the decreasing order of reactivity with the water. Okay, so we are not doing the activity, but I will discuss one by one. Okay, some metals are there in your textbook. We can discuss that one by one. So we can start. Metal react with the water. First we will get metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay, then these metal oxides that are soluble in water dissolve in it to further form metal hydroxide. But all metals do not react with the water. Okay, so first it will form metal oxide, and some metal oxide dissolve in water and we will get metal hydroxide. Metals like potassium and sodium react violently with cold water. The reaction is so violent and exothermic. And I think that you know what is exothermic. Okay, so the evolved hydrogen immediately catches fire. Why it catches fire? It is exothermic. So enough heat is there. So that hydrogen catches fire immediately. Then the equation is 2Na plus 2H2O gives 2NaOH plus H2. And for potassium, 2K plus 2H2O gives 2KOH plus H2. But another metal we can take calcium. Okay, the reaction of calcium with water is less violent. Okay, the heat evolved is not sufficient for the hydrogen to catch fire. So here there is no fire. But calcium starts floating. After some time we can see that the calcium starts floating because the bubbles of hydrogen gas formed stick to the surface of the metal. We know that hydrogen gas will form. Okay, that hydrogen gas stick on the calcium. Okay, so the calcium starts floating after some time. Now we can take another one, magnesium. Okay, in the first equation you can see that Mg plus H2O gives no reaction. But the same way Mg plus H2O, the second equation, you can see that MgO plus H2. Actually, what is the difference? Yes, the first one is liquid. Okay, water is liquid. That means cold water. But the second one, you can see that above the arrow 100 degrees Celsius. That means magnesium can react with the hot water. Okay, and therefore magnesium oxide, and it will dissolve in water and we will get magnesium hydroxide. Here, one more thing we have to remember. Like calcium, magnesium also starts floating due to the bubbles of hydrogen gas sticking to its surface. Okay, so calcium and magnesium, you have to remember, both metals starts floating. Why it floating? Because the hydrogen, the bubbles of the hydrogen gas sticking to its surface. Okay, my dear children, the next one. Okay, equation. First one is aluminium, second one is iron. Okay, both we can see that react with the water. Okay, but in the bracket you can see the physical state of water. Which is the physical state there? Yes, it is gaseous state. That means metals like aluminium, iron and zinc do not react either with cold water or hot water, but they react with steam, okay, gaseous state, to form the metal oxide and hydrogen. For this, you can see figure 3.3 in your textbook. Here in this picture, you can see a glass. Okay, inside the glass, which all the things will be there? A wool soaked in water and a metal sample also will be there. Okay, so and below the glass, burner is there. So when we are heating, because of the temperature, the water in the wool convert into steam. Okay, so that steam will pass and that metal will react with this steam. Okay, actually that glass is completely covered with a cork. Okay, so steam is there, that steam will react with the metal, and the same way we will get hydrogen. Okay, and we can collect the hydrogen in a test tube. So dear children, we can conclude it. So metal react with water, metal oxide, hydrogen, metal oxide again dissolve in water, will get metal hydroxide. Potassium and sodium react violently with the water, and you have to study the equation. The next one, calcium. Calcium react with the cold water very slowly. Okay, and here you can see that calcium starts on floating. Magnesium react with the hot water. There also you can see that it starts on floating. And metals like aluminium, iron and zinc do not react either with cold or hot water, but they react with the steam. Okay. Here you have to see the fourth box, that is no reaction with the water. How many metals are there? 4 metals: lead, copper, silver and gold. These metals, they will not react with water at any condition. If it is cold water, hot water or steam, at any condition, lead, copper, silver and gold, these do not react with the water. So dear children, we started from this activity 3.10. Here you can check the answers. The first one, the reaction with the cold water, that is potassium, sodium and calcium, and catches fire, that is potassium and sodium, and floating calcium, not only calcium, magnesium also. And the last one, which metals did not react even with steam, that are lead, copper, silver and gold. Okay, study this topic well, and I will call you 5% today in between 7 to 8 p.m. Okay, dear children, thank you.